You're looking at the future of VR. This brand new headset will make you forget everything you thought was true about VR headsets. This 8K powerhouse headset delivers both clarity and comfort like nothing else on the market, even big screen beyond. And I can already tell you, this is the new standard for VR. Last week I flew into Palo Alto, California for an exclusive hands-on demo of MeganeX, a brand new headset releasing in a few months, and it kind of blew me away. MeganeX is the first PC VR headset that basically has it all: 8K micro OLED display, Pancake Lenses, flip-up design, small size, and more. And even though it still has its flaws and MeganeX is not a perfect VR headset, it's getting pretty dang close. So let's zoom in on it, starting with the display features. The MeganeX has two 4K micro OLED panels that together produce an 8K resolution of 7104 by 3840 pixels. This is an enormous resolution. Each eye receives an independent resolution of 3522 by 3840 pixels, which results in one of the clearest displays I've ever seen in a headset. It can only be closely matched by Apple Vision Pro, which comes close with its 4K resolution per eye, but still about 5% lower than MeganeX. Second closest resolution is in the headset MeganeX Crystal or Crystal Light, but it still has a staggering 60% difference compared to MeganeX. And MeganeX also has a 90% increase from big screen beyond, and you can't even compare it to a standalone headset like Quest. It's really hard to describe the sharpness, but it is the best thing that you'll ever see in VR, even compared to Apple Vision Pro. And it's also micro OLED display, which is just an eye candy. The colors pop and make everything look so beautiful and sharp. But it's not just the display, but also the lenses that improve the visuals even further, because MeganeX has special Pancake lenses developed in collaboration with Panasonic, and they have a special coating that minimizes the glare. Thank God we're not seeing yet another brand new VR headset with Fresnel lenses. Pancake lenses deliver sharp edge-to-edge clarity with a large sweet spot, although the sharpness of my sweet spot depended on whether the headset was sitting correctly on my face. The edges seem to be warping a little bit if the positioning was not right. Also, I thought the display brightness could also be improved, and the CEO assured me that they are working to make the display brighter with each new iteration of the headset. And MeganeX also supports HDR, although I did not have the HDR content available for me during the demos, so I could not test it firsthand, but they assured me that it does work. More about specs: MeganeX provides an interpupillary distance or IPD adjustment range of 58 to 72 millimeters, with decimal adjustments supported even with a motorized system. This is honestly great news and a surprise, provided that this headset is so small, and a similar small VR headset, a big screen beyond, does not have the IPD adjustment, and it requires you to scan your face and have a single set IPD without the ability to change it manually after you receive your headset. So despite its small size, in MeganeX users can adjust the IPD through a PC app, which means that MeganeX is easy to share among your friends or family with different IPDs, so it doesn't have to become your own personal device, and it has a good resale value if you choose to sell it later. And for users who wear glasses, MeganeX also includes a diopter adjustment to correct for nearsightedness, and this eliminates the need for additional accessories like prescription lenses or spacers to wear glasses inside the headset. This is pretty amazing that all of this managed to fit inside such a small form factor. Before I talk about the comfort and the gaming experience, let's talk about my least favorite part about this headset, which is the field of view, or how much of the VR space you can see. MeganeX isn't perfect, and its FOV is a bit small. This is of course expected given how small this headset is. You can expect a larger FOV of the likes of giant headsets like MeganeX Crystal or similar headsets. Still, the horizontal FOV is wider than the one on Quest 2, but it is more narrow than on Quest 3. And I would say it's somewhere about 100 degrees, depending on your face, and your measurements would be maybe a little bit different. However, it has a larger vertical FOV, which creates a more balanced, almost like a circular viewing area, which is similar to PlayStation VR 2. So rather than a rectangular view like on Quest headsets, it's more of a circular area. MeganeX also features a strong interbinocular overlap, which is the area in VR which you can see with both of your eyes at the same time. And this overlap helps the brain create a single unified image. With the more overlap, the images from each eye will look more similar, and it's making it easier for the brain to process depth and reduce even motion sickness. So a large overlap is a good thing, even if it means a slightly smaller field of view. So because of this, MeganeX gives a more circular and more consistent view that's very easy for your brain to process. Some other headsets like Quest 3, for example, sacrifice some of this overlap in order to achieve a wider field of view. So with less overlap, each eye sees a more different view, and you can check that by simply closing your right and left eye and comparing what each of your eyes can see. This can make the brain work harder because they will need to work more to merge these images into one cohesive image, and this can lead to more motion sickness for some people, especially in fast-moving games, but it does increase the field of view. So even though the field of view of MeganeX feels a bit smaller, it is more balanced and it gives you a more unified view, and that can be a good thing. As for comfort, you guys, I am so picky when it comes to comfort and ergonomics when it comes to headsets and head straps, and I almost never find headsets comfortable, and I have such sensitive skin that the slightest pressure leaves red marks on my face and kind of looks like I was in a fist fight. MeganeX is hands down the most comfortable VR headset that I have tried right out of the box without any additional accessories, especially considering that this unit was still in development. And that is because of the ergonomics of the head strap and a lot of ways in which you can adjust its position on your face, and of course a very light weight of the headset itself. It has a halo design strap which essentially sits on top of your face, with the headset itself being adjusted by using this knob to move it forward or backward closer to your face, similar to the PlayStation VR2 headset. But unlike PSVR 2, you can also fine-tune the angle of the headset by using this knob. Tune the angle of the headset up, and you can tilt it slightly up or down until you find it comfortable and have no light leaks from the facial interface. And finally, this headset has a visor design, so you can lift it up at any time and then drop it down, and it will fall exactly in the right place thanks to this harmonics-like facial interface that expands to prevent any light leaks. I'm telling you, this is as comfortable as it can get when it comes to wearing a VR headset. No face marks, nothing, just really comfortable. This level of customization of the headset positioning on your face provides this kind of level of comfort that I very rarely see, especially in high-resolution VR headsets. But of course, the halo and visor design does come with certain flaws. For example, I've noticed that the headset moved slightly during fast movements. The CEO acknowledged this and explained that more secure fit is planned for the final version, especially for active gaming. Let's talk about performance. MeganeX is a PC VR headset which requires a connection to a compatible PC, and it runs on Steam VR. I ran my tests with Kayak VR Mirage, Google Earth, and Assetto Corsa, a racing game. The headset ran at steady 90 Hz refresh rate. This refresh rate is optimal for the most VR applications and creates a very comfortable, immersive experience that minimizes motion sickness. Although, since MeganeX is a PC VR headset, it requires base stations for track, just like the big screen Beyond. This decision allowed MeganeX to maintain its small, lightweight design without compromising tracking accuracy, and I think that that was a good decision. While this approach may feel inconvenient for those of you who are used to inside-out tracking of the likes of Pimax Crystal or Quest, I think that it is a reasonable trade-off for such a compact and powerful headset with such a great visual quality. MeganeX showed very impressive engineering, though a few quirks remain, of course. This headset's cable was positioned on the right side, and it occasionally pulled the device down because of its weight. During the demo, the CEO helped me by holding this cable, but they assured me that the production model will secure the cable to the back of the head strap so that it doesn't weigh down the headset itself while playing. The team also plans to improve the headset's air circulation. While I personally didn't experience any fogging issues, other users have reported it, and I think the headset ran a little bit hot, so the company intends to add additional vents to reduce fogging and overheating. And they're also working on a stronger magnetic facial interface and securing the headset so that it doesn't wobble or tilt down when it's lowered. And some other things that are likely to be improved is the brightness of the micro OLED display and a better cushion on the head strap. And they will even release more options for a head strap, possibly including a traditional head strap design that sort of presses the headset to your face, even though I found this original strap to be as comfortable as it can get. This headset weighs only about 185 grams, which is one of the lightest ones on the market. With the head strap and the facial interface, it's closer to 250, but still the ergonomics of it makes it the most comfortable VR headset that I have ever tried. Now let's talk about the cost and what you will get with it. MeganeX pre-orders started in October, with shipments expected expecting around February or March. Priced at $18.99 in the US, which already includes VAT by the way, the MeganeX still doesn't come cheap. But it does include a generous 3-year warranty as a pre-order bonus instead of just 1 year. In Europe, the price is €18.99, and in the UK, it's a little bit lower, £15.99, but all of them already include VAT. So $18.99 US dollars. MeganeX sits in a very high-end price range. But how does it stack up against other VR headsets in this tier? So let's talk about some other headsets for a second. The Big Screen Beyond, being the obvious competitor due to its small size, it still falls short in resolution. With 2560 by 2560 pixels per eye, it is still pretty high resolution, but it is not the same as MeganeX, which is an obvious upgrade. As for field of view, users report a rather small sweet spot, even with Pancake Lenses, which gives kind of a tunnel effect, making the field of view feel smaller than it really is. Although I must say I did notice a slightly similar problem with MeganeX, but only when it was positioned incorrectly on my face. If you find that right position of the headset on your face, then you will see less warping at the edges. Plus, the 4K resolution per eye and motorized IPD adjustment adds to the collection of features that Big Screen is missing. So MeganeX is filling that gap between comfort and visual quality, but for a price. Let's go to the other side of the spectrum, Pimax Crystal or Pimax Crystal Light, for people who don't mind the monstrous size of the headset if it means that you're gonna get the best possible visual quality. With MeganeX, you will get not only the visual upgrade, but of course get off this big headset off of your face and exchange it with the tiny one. Pimax Crystal Light is definitely a more affordable headset compared to MeganeX, especially considering that it has inside-out tracking. It comes with its own controllers and it does not require base stations. It also has a much wider field of view compared to MeganeX, and it is probably the most affordable VR headset that will offer you the best quality for that price. But you will have to put up with the size and the weight, which I know is too much for some people to put up with. So whether the 8K quality and unbelievable comfort are worth the price of $18.99 plus base stations is really up to you. In terms of resolution, the only headset that comes close to MeganeX's resolution is Apple Vision Pro, but it is also much more expensive than MeganeX, and you will need to jump through the hoops to get it work as a PC VR headset and probably buy third-party controllers if you want to play games like Half-Life Alyx. In the end, I really don't think that it's worth to buy Apple Vision Pro as a PC VR headset if you already have a PC VR headset like MeganeX, which is almost half the price, that can do all of these things right out of the box. MeganeX is a futuristic, powerful device that will set a new standard for high-quality, lightweight VR. I have no doubt about that, and it is finally a VR headset without compromises, and it offers you the highest quality visuals that you can imagine without the burden of the bulky headgear. The cable, the base stations, and the price are the three things that you need to consider how important those things are for you, or how much you don't want to deal with those things. If you are okay with them, then you definitely should get this headset. It is a high-end VR headset which is aimed at enthusiasts and hardcore VR simmers who are ready to spend the big buck on the best available VR fidelity. It is a premium PC VR option that's definitely worth considering for anyone who can afford it, considering that you don't mind the base stations. But if you don't mind a heavier fit, if it means that you can spend half of the cost of MeganeX, then you should check out my video review of Pimax Crystal Light, which is another incredible VR headset with impressive sharpness and a wide field of view, which starts at just $800. I love this headset, and there's a lot for you to know about it before buying it. I'll see you there.